It's recording. There we go. But I look like shit. Like, my video is so bad. I wonder if I can fix that somehow.
I don't really care, and nobody else is seeing it, so
I need to be careful with this microphone. Spencer's not here to be like, be careful.
why buy a comic? You might get as a surprise. Santa's coming soon, so you all better be nice.
Welcome back to the Dime Bros. I can't say the name right ever. The Dime Comic Bros podcast. Dime Comic Bros podcast. It's such a mouthful. Welcome back to the Dime Comic Bros podcast with your co-hosts Jacob and I, Collin. How are you doing tonight, Jacob?
and I.
Jacob.
Nobody
and
needs
I.
to know my name. It's just I.
It's just I. That's my stage name now. Just I.
And the only time you're on stage is when you're taking your clothes off. So
this is true. I mean, look at you. You're already naked. Before I am. I mean, at least I have socks on. I have some dignity. How are you doing tonight, Jacob?
I'm doing all right.
Same, bro.
I've been looking forward to this show all week because it sounds rude, but Spencer, our dad, really is not a part of the show tonight. So it's going to be total anarchy. There will be
anarchy once again.
No rules for tonight's show. And actually, he's showing up to where I'm staying in a couple hours. So I wanted to record this before he got here and found out. So
no, that's why we got to do it while he's not here. Because then he'll be like, no, you guys can't do that. You can't do that. We have a schedule. We have to be proper. I want people to know that we're trustworthy. And I'm like, bro, I just want to say dumbass shit. You know?
We have a reputation. No, we don't.
bro, we got one Patreon. Thank you. We love you. And
yeah, that was a great segue. Thank you, Business Casual, for being our Patreon. Spencer didn't tell us of any others to announce, so I'm just going to assume that everybody else likes to keep their money instead of throwing it at three idiots around a microphone. So thank you, Business Casual, for the support, and let's get on with the show.
Let's get on with the show, shall we?
I'll read you the headlines for the news. HBO announced that they're making a series based on the video game called The Last of Us. The writers for Deadpool 3 have been found, and Jeff Johns and Gary Frank are teaming up to make Batman Earth 1 Volume 3. So, Collin.
Yes.
Tonight's show is going to be a little bit more personal than we're used to. I'll just say Collin and I pretty much met the first time we recorded our episode 0, basically, and I think we did episode 1 that night as well. So yeah, we're both mutual friends of Spencer. But yeah, the only time really that we've known each other has been since we started the show. So my idea for tonight was to ask each other some serious questions, but nobody really cares about that. I have a bunch of crazy questions as well, just to get to know each other better. And I think it would be great for the audience too. They'll get to know us a little bit better. So I'll start with the obvious question. How did you meet Spencer?
So I actually met Spencer through a friend that we both shared a while back, like I'm going to say probably 4 years ago. And we kind of just kept in touch every now and then, but we didn't really talk to each other like frequently until we met again at this youth group that we went to like 3-4 years ago. And ever since, we just kind of kept hanging out and eventually made this podcast with you.
Nice.
How about you? When did how long have you known Spencer? I know that it's kind of like a family thing.
Yeah, I've known him since he was in diapers, so last month. No, he was like 2, maybe.
Damn, dude.
maybe younger than that. I don't know. I think he was younger than that actually. But yeah, our parents met and we went over to his house for a lunch with, our two families, and both of our families, became friends. Uh, and yeah, it's just been, we've been friends with them for most of my life. So
Nice, nice.
that also makes it so I know Spencer pretty well. And well, that leads into the next question.
Hmm.
What is your favorite embarrassing story about Spencer?
So my favorite embarrassing story is also like the story that how Spencer and I clicked, like the moment that we realized that we got each other.
Yeah.
So during youth group, there's this thing that we did like a lockdown. Or it was a lock-in. So we just stayed the whole night at the church and we played a bunch of games, watched movies, and just did a bunch of funny stuff. So we did this chicken nugget eating competition.
Oh
And
no.
I think Spencer got to like 37, but our youth leader got to 49. And
Oh.
dude, it was so bad. And so like I was wondering where he was because I saw that he had 37, then he was out. And then I was like, where is he? And then someone said he was in the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom to check up on him. And I just hear him going, he's making himself throw up. And I'm like, dude, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna have all those calories and in my stomach. I'm gonna let that sit. And then I just hear him going, and for some reason, something happened between us. We said something, or I said something, or he said something, and we both looked at each other. There's like silence for about 2 minutes, and then we just laughed so hard that we fell onto the floor. And we're basically like crying, and then he went back into the toilet and started throwing up again. So like that's the most embarrassing encounter I've had with him. So it's not too bad, but
Right.
like that was the moment where we like clicked.
So I have to limit myself to just one because I know a lot of embarrassing stories.
You've known him since he's been shitting himself, so
Right.
you got a lot of stories.
So I don't want to make him hate me too much, but
A little
my
sensitive.
story.
You gotta be easy on him.
My story also includes Spencer and a toilet.
Oh no! Oh no!
He was in the habit of taking quite a while going to the bathroom, to the point where he actually lost feeling in his legs and fell off the toilet.
That's happened to me so many times.
Really?
I lose feeling in my legs. So I'm like in there for so long. It's
yeah,
like
but he fell off.
Oh, did he get shit everywhere?
I have no idea, dude.
Yeah, I lose feeling because like it's like a hygiene thing where like you need to stay there until like your asshole is like chafed and until
Right?
it's like, yep, it's cleaned, it's bleeding, it's clean.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was talking about my plans for this show, and a specialist in this category willingly offered his input. So tonight we have a very special guest, Spencer's father, with an exciting, embarrassing story to tell.
Why, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate you having me on the podcast. And hi, Spencer. You're going to hate this one too. But hey, anyway, so here I am. I'm at work one day. It's a nice, beautiful summer day, probably around 95 degrees, one of those few days. And I got a call from my wife. She says the cops are at the house. Now, in order to really understand this story, you have to understand where we live. We lived right on South Main Street, right smack dab on the main drag. We were 4 doors away from the library and 5 doors away from the police department. So anyway, I'm at work. I get that call, and come to find out that, well, Spencer was outside playing. He was a young lad. It's probably about 10, 11 years ago now. And he's out there playing, and he decided that he was going to practice on his knots for scouting. So he's out there, and he finds the tree along the side of the road and proceeds to practice his knot tying with the tree and the rope. By the end of the time that he was there, he had wrapped himself up in the rope around the tree and was practice tying his knot at the end. Lo and behold, what you wouldn't think would happen does happen. One of the police cars drives by. It happens to be the chief of police. He looks over and sees this young man, pretty young, sitting there tied to a tree. He doesn't stop because it's too hot. He decides he's going to drive those 5 doors down to the police department, and he sends over one of his guys to come over and find out why my wife has her son tied to a tree in the middle of the summer. So that's the story. You know, Spencer's always gotten in trouble with the police. He used to walk around with a flask of water as well, and they'd pull over and want to inspect his flask to make sure that a 12-year-old's not drinking booze along the side of the road out of a flask. But past that one, I think the best one is the chief of police sending out one of his boys to make sure we didn't have him tied to the tree. But that was a nice, exciting way to start a Tuesday afternoon.
All right, so enough about Spencer. Tell me about you and Abby. How'd you meet? Where'd you go on your first date?
So, funny thing with Abby and I, we're not traditional per se. So what happened was I was dating this girl for like 9 months, and then she broke up with me, and I was heartbroken. And like not even like 2 hours later, I see Abby or somewhere, like because I went to this church event because I couldn't be by myself. And I went to this church event, and Abby was there because she is the sister of my buddy's wife.
Okay.
And so we just hung out for a little bit. And like after I went home, because I just couldn't be around anyone for some reason, like it was like I couldn't be alone, but then I couldn't be around anyone else. So I went home, and she texted me, and she's like, hey, if you need anyone to text, you can text me. She was waiting for me for like 9 months. And
so you didn't ask her out. She was definitely taking you out.
Yeah, dude. That's how it's always been. I'm such a shy guy. I could never ask anyone else out. They like always come to me first. I'm like, oh, hey. Hey, I'm sad, but hey. So my first official date with her was actually, I think it was to go see The Rise of Skywalker. That was our first official date.
What?
Yeah, so that was like a year or two into dating.
That's rough, man. That's a rough movie to go on a first date.
I know, but it was like her first ever Star Wars movie to watch like in theaters.
Okay, in theaters.
Yeah, so like I got her to watch Star Wars the second year after we started dating. Like I was trying to for the whole first year, but we kept like forgetting to because she's never seen Star Wars. And so I had her watch all the movies in order of how, like being made.
Right.
And then she saw The Rise of Skywalker.
Nice.
So her first movie was obviously episode 4. But yeah, we watched that, and then we had like dinner at Muya's and such, and talked about the movie. And
how did she like it?
She liked it like how I did. I said I liked certain moments. I thought like the opening scene with Kylo Ren was so badass, but like everything else kind of sucked. And she's like, yeah, I agree with you on that. She has a good opinion on Star Wars because of me. Nice.
Weird flex.
Weird flex. But yeah, we've been dating for 3 years now. Like we just had our 3rd year anniversary a couple days ago, actually.
Yeah. What'd you do for your 3rd year anniversary?
We watched The Mandalorian.
That's a better date.
Yeah, we kind of don't do much, to be honest, because like it's like we're on a date all the time when we're hanging out anyway. So we're not really huge into the whole date thing, but yeah, it's pretty chill.
Nice. All right, so enough with the personal stuff. What set of items could you buy that would make the cashier the most uncomfortable?
Oh, I thought about this long and hard. And I want you to give your answer too, right after me.
Oh yeah, I've got my notes right here.
All right, so I thought lube, a cucumber, and a screw gun.
It's so bad.
You can get all of those at Walmart. I checked.
You and I are on the same channel on this one.
Nice.
I said trash bags, a hacksaw, bleach, and condoms.
Oh, the condoms. Okay.
But then I was thinking about it. It's like pretty much anything and condoms is weird. It's just buying condoms is weird.
It is.
It's like that's got to be the most uncomfortable thing beeping out for somebody out of like the entire store.
I've had to like bag so many of those when I used to work at a grocery store, and like there's just condoms and like tampons and like it's like tampons are like, you know, they're cleaning stuff, but it's still so weird bagging that for a person and seeing the person who's purchasing it. It's just so odd.
But it's like, I don't know. I think tampons are easier. It's like you just have a straight face and don't make eye contact when you're touching the tampons and you're good. But it's like condoms, you're like,
don't make eye contact.
It's just different, I think. Actually, I used to work in a restaurant and I was the busboy. And the rules were different for the wait staff. So one of the waiters was ill-prepared that week. So I was sent to the store to buy tampons for one of my coworkers because they couldn't leave their tables. And they could live without me for a minute. So that was weird. That's
got to be so weird buying that for someone else that's like not your girlfriend.
Right. And I work with them. Like,
yeah. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah. Whatever. I was like, whatever. You're
a good coworker. You took one for the team.
So yeah, we both went very, very sexual with that question.
We're always going sexual, big boy.
Oh yeah. You and me.
Is there anything else that's just inappropriate to buy at a grocery store or like Walmart or something?
It's probably like buying a kid's toy, and condoms. That's real messed up. I've seen that too. I'm like, that just does not look right.
That just means that they learned their lesson to use a rubber.
Yeah.
They have a kid, they're like, crap, I should have used the rubber.
I should have used the rubber.
Moving on.
Please.
You and I are handcuffed in the back of a police car. What have we done?
Okay. We did something to Spencer. That's what it is. We did something to Spencer.
Whoa!
we got Spencer involved in something, but so I the first thought that came to mind was a naked Spencer, but like all lubed up, but we like made a giant slip and slide, and he's just like, the cops are like, you can't do that, you're naked, but like he's a penguin, so he just got away by slip and slide naked, and we're a part of accomplices, so they're like, okay, we'll take you guys, and that's why. It's because we got Spencer all lubed up, naked, slip and slide. It's pretty bad, huh?
You have a very active imagination. I have to admit, I have never imagined Spencer all lubed up.
Whenever I see Spencer, I just like, I don't know, I imagine him doing the weirdest shit, and then that's the thing that comes to mind, because he acts like he's such a serious guy, but I know he's not. I know he's not. He's like the weirdest guy I know. So
I had two theories for what we've done. My first guess was that we were out streaking.
I could see you doing
much
that.
Your answer.
Yeah, I could see you doing that. I don't know. I'm a little too timid.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
You sure you wouldn't cave to peer pressure?
Yeah, oh yeah, I would never.
Okay.
But Spencer would probably go streaking. So
Spencer
like you were saying,
like no,
we would just be accomplices.
No difficulty at all.
So then my other theory is that like the three of us are at Comic-Con and you like compliment this anime girl and that gets us all arrested.
Asked the anime girl if I could touch her boobies. Hey, can I have some Bobby Milkers? Those Bahagana Sangukas.
So I think that's the more likely one.
I actually believe that. I'd probably go up to an anime girl. Actually, no, I don't know if I'd go up to an anime girl. I'd be too timid. I'd just be like off in the corner, like, hey, and then she'd come over to me, just like how every other girl.
We're gonna stop there.
All right, okay, that's a good idea.
What are some of the greatest pranks you've ever pulled off?
That's hard to say because I don't think I've done too many pranks.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of not the pranking guy because when I first started pranking, I just saw like all the good pranks were definitely ones that would like ruin something or ruin someone's clothes or like so those are the ones I find as good, but then they're not pranks, they're just being a dick. So
right.
But so the best pranks I guess is so I have at this like there's this boys week camp that I went to. It's called Maranatha. And I went to this boys week camp and we would usually sneak out at like on the Thursdays of that week and we would go to the kitchen and steal food. But like there's some kids that were snitches and shit. And so what we would do is like we duct tape them to their bed. Like they're in the sleeping bag and we just duct tape the whole thing. Duct tape the shit out of that. And they'd be stuck. And I think another time was I threw a dead fish into one of my buddies' sleeping bag. Because he's been such a dick. I don't know. He's just being a dick the whole week. I was like, you know what? I'm throwing a dead fish in there. Fuck you. That's what you get, bro.
Nice.
What about you? Have you ever done any pranks?
So I've done several, but it's like I've been trying to think of them all week and I just can't come up with a whole lot. There was one time at my current job that we had this metal box. It was pretty small. It was like 2 feet by 2 feet and then maybe a foot, maybe a little bit more deep. So my boss, I said I could fit in there. He was like, no way. So I did. I contorted myself in there and they closed the lid. And then my boss calls his boss over. He's like,
word.
Come here. Look at what I found in this box.
Oh, no.
So this guy's fairly older. He's pretty close to retirement.
Yep.
My boss's boss knows that my boss is a prankster. So he's like, I don't trust you. I'm not opening the box. He's like, no, it's fine. It's messed up. What's in there? Go open it. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I heard that he wasn't going to open it. So I banged open the door and scared the shit out of him. So then the other thing that I could think of was same job. We had been working on the same project for like 8 hours. And at the end of the 8 hours, like it's almost done. And the people in charge say, nope, it's not working. Put it back.
Oh.
And my boss made the Pikachu face. I swear, just the
the traditional Pikachu meme face.
It was so funny. It was like I didn't even care that we were undoing everything we just did. His face was like,
are you shitting me, bro?
Right? So I went home and made a meme out of it and Pikachu'd my boss basically. Brought it in and hung it up on the wall.
I love that. I'll ask you that right now. What superhero is your favorite superhero? Like traditional superhero? Yeah. What superhero do you think you relate to the most?
That's tough, dude.
Because I can tell what kind of character you like, what kind of person you are by that question.
I really hate to do it,
Uh-huh.
but I gotta say Batman.
Really?
Like,
So you relate to Batman?
yeah,
A sociopath?
I feel the brooding loneliness.
Oh, okay. So are you sure it's not like a Robin feeling? Like you're a Robin or you Batman? Like
I'm not
person.
gay, so I'm Batman and not
Bro,
Robin.
shut the fuck up. Robin's badass. You shut your mouth. There's times where I relate to Jason Todd Robin.
Okay.
Because there's like the I forget what comic it is, but Joker refers to Jason Todd as the heavy Robin. Pretty much calls him the fat Robin because he's like not as big as, or he's bigger than Richard was. And same with like Tim and Damian. Like he's just a hefty dude.
Interesting. I was gonna say you're more of a Damien in.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
You've kind of got that
the edge
rebellious attitude.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty rebellious. I definitely relate to Robins because I think I'm a main character, but I'm not like the boss of everything, like how Batman is.
So you don't relate to Nightwing?
I think I can relate to Nightwing in some ways because he's like a leader that doesn't want to be a leader. And with my friend group that I'm with, it feels like I'm the leader, but I don't want to be. Or like if I try to be the leader because I see that they just kind of like look at me for some answers.
Mm-hmm.
If I try to be the leader, then I get shut down by them because they're like, what the fuck are you? What do you mean? Why are you blah, blah, blah? I'm like, okay.
It's when you punch him in the face and kick him in the nuts and
kick him in the nuts.
Call him a bitch.
Call him a bitch.
Gotta make him your bitch.
So I could probably relate to like a Robin, but I think I relate to Hellboy the most.
Yeah.
No, really?
No. Existentialism, my guy.
Right.
And the brooding and the unnecessary, like, I quit.
I love the subtle, like, he's falling 60 stories, he's like, this is gonna hurt, kind of, and he's just like,
oh, crap. Yeah, I love that. It just says that shit. He's just like an old man that's so sick of his union job.
Right?
Those like type of questions where it's like people can tell what kind of person you are by like what character you choose. Like, the whole Friends thing.
I was going to say, go to like freaking BuzzFeed or whoever runs those things. We'll run through a
quiz. Yeah. I'll just look up a quiz right now. All right. Just do a quiz. So we're going to go with you. So I'm going to ask you the questions and then you're going to give me the answer because it gives me choices, 9 choices. All right. And you're going to give me what you think. So it's going to be hard for you because you're homeschooled. Which club did you want to lead in high school? So there's AV club, drama club, 4-H club, student council, speech and debate, fashion club, art club, community service club, and future business leaders of America.
So there's a couple good answers in there. I know which one I'm going to pick, but actually in high school, I was pretty interested in debating. Like,
oh no, really?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Take it as it is, bud.
I actually took a class on it, like how to properly debate instead of, just being like, well, my feelings say that this is right. It's like, a logical conversation.
Mm-hmm. Giving like reasons for why you think this, like outcomes, cause and effect and everything, instead of just like basing off of like your feelings because of what you want, your desires, rather than what is to be fact.
So I really enjoyed that. A little bit of me wanted to be in chess club, but I never played or practiced
Oh, really?
anywhere near enough. Like I loved playing chess, but I always sucked at it. It was just like, forget it. I don't know.
I like chess a lot, too.
So my official answer would be AV. I did quite a bit of big audio productions. Actually, I did drama too. I did a bunch of skits and acting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did a play before.
Yep. But yeah, I've done pretty large productions for audio stuff, live music, and that's actually how I had the equipment that we started the show with. I had an interest in doing some AV stuff, on my own, and Spencer's like, "Hey, you and Collin are both texting me about doing a podcast. Let's get together and do it." I'm like, "Okay, I got the stuff already."
Yeah, because I remember talking to him about making a podcast too, because I was like, I have really good conversations with Spencer, and I was like, this would be cool if we just had it recorded and just people listen to it.
And I mean, we always talked, but he definitely talks a lot, and I just listen a lot. I would go so far as to claim I'm a good listener.
I believe that.
It helped him to like just deflate because someone was listening.
He needs that every now and then.
Yeah. So AV is my final answer.
All right, AV Club. Now, what is your biggest weakness? You're too sensitive. You love too hard. You need too much control. You love attention. You rely on others too much. You're too big picture. You try to do too much. Your ego, or you're too trusting.
I'd probably say I'm too big picture.
Big picture.
I sometimes get carried away thinking ahead 4 or 5 steps. Back to the chess analogy.
Yeah.
It's like I'd have this master plan worked out, and they do the one move I didn't see and be like,
now what do I do? Now you forget. Now it's like you forget. Toast. Now you forget how to like just go off the fly, like off of just like doing.
Gut reaction. So yeah, I definitely get carried away. Look at the big picture.
So I think mine is I try to do too much. That's definitely out of all of these, that's what I relate to, because I'm working, comic, and I have the poetry, so I'm trying to do a book, and I'm still working on that piece for that guy. And then doing this podcast now, so my brain is like all over the place.
Right.
So.
I'm a little bit too much perfectionist too. Like there've been things that I've wanted to do, but it's like I try my hand at it and suck and go, I'd rather just not suck and just left it. So it's like,
I have
practice would probably make it perfect eventually, but I want to be perfect now.
Yeah. You need like the instant gratification. So the next question is, pick a troubled Leonardo DiCaprio to save. So we got Inception, Leo. The Departed, Leo. What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Leo?
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that one? That's such a good one.
Nope. I'm about to blow your mind.
What?
I haven't seen Titanic either.
That's fine. I haven't seen Titanic. I just know it's
really?
Shit. Yeah,
Abby hasn't made you watch that one? I think Abby's watched it, but she doesn't like it. Wow.
Abby's like one of the better girls, okay? She loves Star Wars. I didn't convince her to watch Star Wars. It took her to convince me to be like, go get the movies. Let's watch right now. And then we got Disney Plus, and it was like, oh, movies.
Right. All right.
So we got
Inception. We got Departed.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
I don't know.
Man In the Iron Mask, I haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen that one.
Romeo and Juliet, Leo, I haven't
No.
seen that.
I
haven't
haven't
seen
either.
Titanic, Leo, haven't seen that.
No.
The
You can
Aviator, Leo,
I still haven't seen that one.
haven't seen that either. The Basketball Diaries, Leo, haven't seen that.
No, they.
Oscar-less Leo. This is an old one because it says
Ooh.
Oscar-less. He has an Oscar now, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I think
can
he
Google
does.
that real quick.
You
but
Google that right now.
Definitely The Departed. That's an easy win.
I haven't finished that movie.
It is really good.
Yeah, we have it on DVD. My dad threw it in my room. He's like, watch it. You need to watch it now.
Yep.
So I think I'd go with Inception, Leo. So you are The Departed, Leo, correct?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
He won his first Oscar after the movie The Revenant.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like, what, 2017, 18?
16.
16. I was close.
So he had 6 nominations.
Yeah. So now on to the next question.
Yep.
How do you usually laugh on the internet? So we have just all caps LOL,
Oof,
lowercase.
this one's going to be tough.
Lowercase LOL. Then we got lol, all uppercase. Then we got ha, uppercase. Then we got 3 ha ha ha, uppercase. Then we got hee hee, Michael Jackson. Then we got that ha. We got the lulz, LULZ. And then we got the I don't laugh because I'm Batman.
Ooh. Honestly, it depends on what I'm laughing at. Like if it actually got a laugh or a chuckle or snort or something, I'll do an LOL. But if it's like, all right, you're being a goofball, you get a haha.
I feel like you don't laugh like in text, like in our group chat. I feel like you don't do anything except for like maybe do a laugh react.
Yeah, I've been relying on GIFs recently, but
GIFs are great.
But yeah, it depends on the level of the funny, how funny it actually is. So I guess I would say all caps LOL.
All right. I'd probably go with a hee hee.
Really?
I love doing that. I think it's funny because it makes me laugh. It doesn't make anyone else laugh. It makes me laugh. I do what makes me laugh.
I always equate that to like the 13-year-old girl, like a tee-hee. Yeah. Which is definitely you.
Yeah, I'm a 13-year-old girl that loves anime. On to the next question. Your boss or teachers would describe you as flexible, passionate.
Oh. Wait, my teacher might describe me as flexible, but not my boss.
I think my father from a Catholic church would call me flexible.
Whoa!
Oh!
All right, start the list over.
All right. Flexible, passionate, determined, easy to get
after passionate. I'm sorry.
Determined.
Okay.
Easy to get along with, empathetic, a big dreamer, too obsessed with work, diplomatic, and or hilarious.
I'll take easy to get along with for 500.
All right. Easy to get along with for 500. Bing, 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 bing. You're correct. It's on there.
So which one would you be?
I was going to say like lazy, but flexible. I think flexible. I think I have been pretty flexible in like work or other jobs. So pick a type of French fry. We got normal fries, truffle fries, waffle fries, sweet potato fries, thick cut fries.
How many C's in thick?
6.
Whoa, that's way too thick.
They're thick, bro.
That's way too thick.
We got shoestring fries, curly fries, chili cheese fries, and poutine.
Ooh. See, I was going to be difficult and say waffle cut sweet potato fries.
Ew.
It's important. It's important to have waffle cut sweet potato fries though, because it helps crisp up the entire fry. Because usually sweet potato fries are pretty squishy.
Yeah.
So if you get that waffle cut, the whole thing's crispy.
So you would have to go with sweet potato fries then.
I would have to, but I also love chili cheese and poutine.
So what would it be?
Sweet potato.
Okay. I would probably go with curly fries, actually. I love curly fries.
I've had some really tasty, spicy curly fries. So if that had been an option, I probably would have gone with that one.
I like Arby's curly fries.
I don't think I've had the curly fries at Arby's, but I've never liked anything I've gotten at Arby's.
Yeah,
Arby's sucks.
Yeah, dude, I only like their milkshake and like curly fries. That's it. So
I guess I'll have to track one down and get some fries, but I always avoid it because I hate Arby's.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so what is the worst thing you've ever lied about? So we'll try to do a speed round. Being sick, liking someone's clothes, grandma dying, telling someone that you're listening when you aren't, seeing a movie that you haven't actually seen, being in a relationship but only to get someone to leave you alone, being 5 minutes away, or liking someone's cooking. What is the worst thing you've ever lied about?
Ooh, it's a tough one between not listening and saying I am or liking someone's cooking. I'm going to go with listening. After having just made the claim I'm a great listener,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that answer.
You fucking liar. So mine would definitely be being 5 minutes away, because I'm like always like, oh, dude, I'm like 5 minutes away, or like I'm almost done, I'm almost ready, it's almost done. Such a fucking liar. Which sitcom would you best fit into?
Ugh.
Seinfeld.
I haven't seen it.
Simpsons. Modern Family. Community. Parks and Recreation. 30 Rock. Friends. The Office. And How I Met Your Mother.
I'm gonna go with the only one I've seen and enjoyed, and that would be The Simpsons. But I didn't know that qualified as a sitcom.
Me either. That's odd. That's a cartoon. Mine would probably be Parks and Rec.
I enjoyed Brooklyn Nine-Nine for the first couple seasons.
Me too. That was fun.
I could probably fit into that one. I've never seen. Well, I watched The Office pilot. And I've seen like, I don't know, a total of 3 or 4 episodes, and it's not my kind of humor.
Oh, you don't like The Office?
Nah.
It's dry humor. You have to be okay with being awkward. You have to be okay with awkward humor.
Yeah, and
it's hard.
I am way too awkward, so I find it not funny.
Yeah.
It's like they're poking fun at me, and I don't like it.
They're poking fun at my insecurities. I don't like it. So this is a weird one. Pick a beautiful word. I don't know. I'm gonna butcher the out of these words, and they're gonna be not so beautiful by the end of it. So we got life, penumbra, susurrus, ebullience, allurophile, diaphanous, pyrrhic, labyrinthine.
Did the D word 2 words back? Did that end in anus?
You sound like diaphanous. And then we got halcyon. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Oh wait, let me screenshot it and send it to you.
All right, that'll work.
So as Jacob is looking at these words that I have no idea how to pronounce, we are going to sit here and have a conversation between Collin 1 and Collin 2. All right, Collin 1, how are you doing? I'm doing really shitty. Oh, Collin 1, why are you having such a shitty day? Well, Collin 2, I took a shit and it was a really bad shit. And now I came in here into the recording and it smells so bad in this room. Collin 1, why did you we'd rather not talk about that on the air. And Jacob's like right there. He can hear us. Well, Collin 2. You. It smells so bad in here. Go wipe your ass. All right, Jacob, what do you have? What's your answer?
The frick. For the not totally illiterate, I can say a bunch of these words. Lithe, penumbra, susurrus, that one I don't know.
Ebullience.
Ebullience, ebullience, maybe. Aerophile, which is some sort of file.
A pedophile.
I understand what an audiophile is, but I don't know what an
you know
aerophile is. Diaphanous, Pyrrhic, Labyrinthine, and Halcyon?
Halcyon? Halcyon? I don't know. What word?
I'm going to go live.
I would go with penumbra. All right.
But that is a weird question.
Yeah, okay. How will you cure your hangover? Sleep, coffee, french fries, powering through, all the greasy breakfast foods, sunglasses and aspirin, fast food, pickles, a drink.
Kind of a mix of aspirin and sleep. So I guess sleep.
All right, I'd do powering through. Oh.
Sleeping is your best option anyway, because there's nothing that fixes it. It's just time.
I would never know. I'm too young to drink. I would never know.
I've never gone totally crazy on drinking. There's been twice where I've had several beers over a long period of time. So the next day, I didn't have a headache or anything, but it was I didn't drink beer for a week because it just had that awful
that gross
feeling in my stomach.
Yes. I've had that with Red Bull before.
I was gonna say I've done it with coffee. I had way too much coffee.
Yeah.
I had more than a pot of coffee in a day, and I puked it up at the end of the day, and I didn't drink coffee for a week.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, I've never had the full blown hangover. So weird flex.
So, Mrs. Turner, your results are in, and you are pregnant with a boy. It's a boy. You're Space Ghost.
I'm who?
Space Ghost. It says right here, what do you mean? Who is Space Ghost? Well, Jacob, here's your answer. You're only the king of space. What else do they want from you? You've given America, nay, the world, your crime-fighting powers by day and your critically acclaimed talk show host powers by night. Whoa, we're the talk show hosting this. We're on a podcast. And shouldn't that be enough? You also have an evil twin brother named Tad Ghostal, but this personality description isn't about him. It's about you. So stop thinking about Tad right now. Stop it. So you're Space Ghost. Did not
see that one coming. So Space Ghost was a cartoon made by Hanna-Barbera Productions.
Oh.
So I kind of agree with that because I love, all the Hanna-Barbera stuff. And it's also old school cartoon. So that kind of feeds into me being a boomer as well. So
you are a big boomer.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I remember seeing some of the Space Ghost on Adult Swim when I'd wake up in the middle of the night, my TV was still on, and I just see Space Ghost. I'm like, oh, this is cool as f***. Watch a little bit of it.
Oh, so you think the same thing of me then, right?
I would not know, dude. I was so there's so many years of my life that I don't remember. But after that long ass segment, let's get on to a little segue, shall we?
I gotta go watch some Space Ghost to find out how cool I am.
I guess so. You're a talk show host, so they got that right.
Right. So, what are some basic facts of life that you've discovered, or just you wish that you could announce to the world? Just what are your thoughts? What's always on your mind?
That's a filled question right there because know me.
I'll give you an example if you need some time.
Okay.
So I've got two actually. I find it interesting that there's always a wet spot on the porta potty floor. Like that thing
Yes.
never dries out.
No.
Does that mean somebody always pisses on the floor? Or like, is it being hosed out and it just never dries off in there? Like even in the middle of summer, there's a wet
Yeah.
spot on the floor. What the frig?
I'm a young man. Okay. I'm a young man. I'm not a boomer like you. So
Not much wisdom to share.
I don't have enough of that type of wisdom to share, only existentialism. But I do have one truth to life, and it is that no one gives a shit about what you do, because you can do basically whatever you want, and no one really gives a shit, because as long as it doesn't involve them, they do not care, because everyone's always thinking about themselves.
I think you can take that to some extremes and you would be proved wrong.
Well, yes, but take it as it is. Most things you can...
Yeah, the day-to-day life, nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit.
That's like on social media, like everybody's posting the food that they're about to eat. Like nobody cares.
Nobody cares, but I actually do have a truth. There's things that aren't illegal, but if you do them, you seem like a psychopath. So take a cup, like a cup from your kitchen, fill it up with water, and just go outside on a walk and drink with just a cup from your kitchen. It's not illegal, but it seems f***ed up. Like that seems so messed up.
I've had like a coffee cup.
No.
Like on the front stair basically of my house.
Ow.
Like I have 2 stairs and then you're standing on the sidewalk.
I'm talking about going on a straight out walk with a glass cup from your kitchen that doesn't have a lid, nothing at all, and you're just walking and you're just drinking water at a glass cup. You don't seem right. You're not right in the head. You're not right in the head. That's what I've come to. I have come to a conclusion. I've come to a truth in this segment, Jacob. And you want to know what that is? You're not right in the head. You go outside drinking water from a glass cup from your kitchen.
I think we established that way back at the question where I admitted my fear of buying rubbers. Another fact from my life is that basically the world is leftist. It is anti-left-handed people.
Yeah.
And it drives me crazy. Oh, you want to open a can with a can opener that's left-handed?
Wrong.
Well, you're SOL. Oh, you want to ladle some soup with your left hand? Nope. The nipple on the side of the bowl of the ladle is only on the right side. Or left side, actually. So you have to use your right hand to pour it left.
You guys are f***ed up genetic mutations, bro.
Right? It's so annoying. The list of common items is so long.
Just be righty.
You have to use right-handed and not left.
Just change it. Don't be a lefty. Be righty.
It's actually comical trying to take some of those leftist items and be like, screw you, I'm going to use it lefty anyway. So
my brother did that so often.
Right?
I just watch him do something because he's a lefty. I just watch him do something, like almost anything. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you know the Beyblade? You remember Beyblades?
Yep.
The thing? It's for righties. It's obviously for righties.
Right.
And like how he held it was so odd. He like gripped it onto it with his right hand. Like you guys can't see me, but my hand is like in a claw formation. And he like grabbed the ripper of the Beyblade and like it was pointed towards him, and then he'd like take his left hand, claw his finger into like the ripper and just go at it. And it just looked so funny. It was like everything that you do looks so painful because you're a lefty. I'm so glad I'm a righty.
I can't believe you remember Beyblades. Like those disappeared a long time ago.
No, they're still around. I have Beyblades.
Dang. I haven't seen Beyblade stuff in a long time.
My generation has better Beyblades. Not the next generation after me, because the Beyblades that are being sold now are full plastic, and the Beyblades before mine were full plastic too. My Beyblades had a metal center, and you could also get a metal head, which was the screw that kept everything together. And my Beyblade, my special Beyblade, was a Storm Sagittarius. No, not Storm. It was a Burn Sagittarius, because that's like my stupid astrology sign or whatever. So like as a kid, I was like, oh, I'm Sagittarius, whatever. And so I had a metal center, a metal head, and the like the tip, the bottom of it was metal. Like I
Nice.
found a metal tip. So mine was more metal than plastic. And mine would beat the shit out of any other Beyblade. I will break your plastic little thing, you little shits. I will beat the shit out of you with my Beyblade.
I actually never had a Beyblade. They look cool, but I was like, as a kid, I didn't have the money for it, so I just never got into it.
Well, as a kid, I'd get fixated with certain things. So like
Yep.
every year, everyone would get me like a shit ton of just that one thing, because
Right.
I could be obsessed with one thing and
Yep.
that's it. So everyone would be like, oh, so that's what we'll get him. So I had like a shit ton of certain things every year.
I hear that. There was one Christmas where I basically got an entire skate park for my tech decks.
Dude,
So-
I remember those.
Yeah.
I never had the dexterity or like the coordination, the finger coordination for them.
Right.
So ladies, if you're looking for a
I-
man, you got a man with finger coordination and dexterity right here, Jacob.
I'm so cutting that. But also, I was going to say that I could never figure it out either.
Oh,
so-
never mind. Ladies, go away. You don't want them.
No, I'm still single. Oh,
You had a whole
man.
skate park, and I could just see you with your left hand being like, just smacking
Actually-
the shit.
I did it righty. I
did it
rode
righty?
tech decks righty. Yeah.
Damn, bro. So I guess you learned one thing correct.
Obviously not. I couldn't do it.
Never mind. I'm just gonna on you and Spencer for being lefties. Every single
Oh,
podcast.
man.
I'm a race. I'm a leftist.
So actually, my entire family is righty. I think the only reason I'm lefty is right when I was learning how to write, I stuck my thumb into an exercise bike wheel as the exercise bike was being ridden. So that fan came around and chopped off the tip of my thumb.
Oh,
It was hanging by like a tiny little hair. So I went to the hospital, had it sewn back on, and I can still pretty much feel everything through that thumb. But
on your
I
right
had
hand.
I had a big ass bandage on my thumb, on my
During-
right hand, so I couldn't hold a pen. So I went lefty instead.
And so like during your like the age where you're learning how to.
Right.
That
So I can-
sucks.
I can write with my right hand now. It just looks like it's being written by a first or second grader. It's freaking ugly.
Damn, where'd that come from? Where
I have no
were
idea.
we? Where the were we?
All right, so you want to move on to my secret
Oh.
question?
Oh, you have a secret question? Oh shit, I forgot you had a secret question.
So I did not share this question with Collin, so everybody gets a live reaction. What would the three of us, you, Spencer, and I, look like as superheroes?
Oh, okay.
If we had superpowers and we had to design our uniform and everything, like what would each of us be?
Okay, what would our superpowers be first? That's what
Right.
we have to figure out. So I think I would probably have like, I always felt like I'd have like some super strength, just something that's based off of our body shapes. I think
Okay.
I'd probably have like some either super strength or maybe like, or let's go with like powers we want, because I know what I want. I want invisibility and flight. I would love invisibility and flight.
Okay.
So invisibility and flight would be me. What superpowers would you have?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to be super powerful, like
Mhm.
OP,
Mhm.
like Superman is, right?
yeah.
But I also don't want to be like super gimmicky either.
Yep.
I actually didn't put any thought into this.
I think
I thought you'd be all over it.
okay, so I think that like your superpower would probably be something like telepathy, like something to do with like
Ooh.
mind powers. Like you have like telepathy and
like
telekinetic.
super mind powers.
Yeah, like you'd have like
Cool.
kinetic powers.
Nice. I'll take that. I have an idea for Spencer's superhero.
It's okay. So
I'm picturing like the X-Men
Beast.
or woman. No, that's funny too.
That's what I thought.
For people who don't know, Spencer is a very hairy boy.
Very, very hairy.
So my idea for Spencer is like that X-Man or X-Woman, I forget who it is, that like opens their mouth and has the sonic shriek.
Oh.
But he's just gonna be like the Flash with words, just like comes out so fast and the words overpower their enemies and like locks them down. And his hero name is gonna be Motormouth.
Motormouth, dude. I love
it's
that.
Just
That's
two
perfect.
M's side by side.
Yeah, he would have that like superpower, wouldn't he? Just like super fast talking and like shriek power vibrations from his mouth.
Yeah.
Power vibration from his mouth.
So you're gonna have to draw this at some point. So you and I need names and outfits.
Oh, so Spencer's would probably be something with purple. I feel like he'd have like purple.
Yeah.
He would like have some like purplish hues and like
I think he would be wearing the spandex too.
He would definitely be
like,
wearing spandex.
Probably the same body shape that he has now, but definitely the super tight. I feel sexy in this latex.
Yeah, dude. And he'd have like a regular, he'd have like a Robin mask. He'd have like a Robin mask.
Right?
Just like everyone can tell who he is, but he doesn't care.
Does he have a cape or no?
No, he has shorts and he has like purple shorts, purple shirt with like short sleeve shirt. And he's got like black gloves and black boots.
Nice. I was going to say no cape as well because he wants to show off the skin tight latex over his ass.
Oh yeah, I want to see that ass.
So you're super strong.
Or
did you say
I did like invisibility and like flight.
So flight, you definitely need a cape.
Yeah, no, I'd have a cape for sure, but it would be like Mando's cape where it's like a rectangle, so it doesn't go over my shoulders. Ooh. It just goes on the back, and it's just like that.
And it's got the weird slant to the side at the very tail.
So I would, kind of. It'd just be like rugged, and I think mine. So in my costume. So in Watchmen the show, Mirror Face.
Okay. Yep.
My like suit would be comprised of like that mirror-esque looking thing. Right. So like my whole face, and there'd be like black, like other colors, like the secondary colors would be black, but there'd be like mirror everywhere else covering my whole face, because the only way for me to be fully invisible would be naked, but my costume would be able to help me go invisible.
Right.
So
yeah, just like in The Incredibles, the costume can turn.
Yeah, invisible. Violet invisible. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Mine would be like silver and stuff, and it wouldn't be a long cape. It'd probably cut off at like the back of my knees.
Right. So that way you're not tripping on it.
Yeah.
So cool. Do you have eye holes or no?
Well, I mean, I can see through the mask.
Oh, no eye holes guy. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Rorschach, how it fully covers his face.
Right.
Same with like the mirror mask. Mirror guy.
Yep. All right. So me and my telekinetic powers.
So I feel like for some reason
dare say bald in a wheelchair because I have long hair.
I feel like you'd have something to do with like, so your mask. I was thinking about superheroes for me for a while because I wanted to do a superhero comic, and then I realized, wow, that's so basic. So for me, I had like a purple and yellow suit, kind of like Bible Man, but like my mask, where it was like cut off it was like a full mask like Batman's, but cut off right around the top of my forehead so my hair could hang out.
Right.
Instead of me, that's for you. You'd have that so your ponytail can hang out. You have your long flowing hair, and then you have your like goatee that hangs out or your like little beard that you got coming out.
Yeah, it's a goatee.
It's a goatee. I consider the goatees as like a mustache with it. But I wouldn't know. So your goatee.
I don't think so. I think the goatee is just literally the goat chin.
Probably.
I was thinking no mask, to be honest.
Mask.
Maybe the Robin,
you have a Robin mask too?
Yeah, maybe that. But like I could do all kinds of crazy stuff with my mind, like telepathic. Like
Oh
I can
yeah,
make you forget my face.
yeah,
So
you can
I
like
don't
make
need a mask.
your face looks muffled to everyone
Yeah.
else. Yeah, okay.
Or just completely wipe the memory of me from everybody's mind, so they don't know I've even been there or what I look like or anything. So
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't need a mask.
You give everyone like severe imposter syndrome and like you give them some like trauma in their brain. But yeah, sure, yeah, that works.
So I'm just wearing a boomer sweater.
Oh, dude, you'd definitely like wear. You'd probably have like just a regular t-shirt and like cargo pants and like boots, but your cargo pants are tucked into your boots.
No.
And you'd have like this. You'd have a trench coat. I feel like you'd have a trench coat.
Definitely
with that outfit.
coat.
So you'd have like a black t-shirt, pants, boots with your pants tucked into your boots. They're not too high. They're like half your shin. And
I don't like the pants being tucked into the boots, but
Why
I like
not?
the rest of it so far. It's uncomfortable, dude. Have you ever worn it like that?
Yes, I like
sucks.
it. I like it.
What?
I don't know. I'm weird. Okay, fine. So no tucked in, but you have a trench coat.
I like this.
And you have like this armor plating on your chest and just here, because even though you have telekinetic powers, you can still get shot and die.
I've got the telekinesis though,
yeah,
so
but
I can just stop the bullets with my mind.
Well, yeah, but like you can, but you still have to focus. So you like stop the bullets, but how do you like? What if you forget the guys behind you, or like the guys to your side or to your left? Well, if there's a lot of guys,
I know they're there. I can hear their thoughts, so I know when they're about to shoot me.
But here's the problem: if you can hear their thoughts, how many thoughts can you hear? It's hard to control this type of power. So
I can multitask.
No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're human.
I'm a great multitasker. Like right now, I'm watching football and hosting a podcast and texting my grandpa.
Word. What the Anyway, for secondary, you have that armor plating because it looks cool, okay?
All right, fine.
It's
you just want to draw armor plating.
Yes, it's just the vest. So no arms. It's just here, your sides, and your back. It's just
all right. I'll take it.
There you go.
But it's like sewn into the t-shirt.
Yeah.
So it looks like a padded t-shirt, basically.
Yeah. No, that's the whole point. Yeah.
That also gives me like a buff look too, so it looks like
that's why I was doing it for you, bud. I'm helping you out. I'm helping you out.
So what is your hero name?
I think Oculus.
All right.
Probably
I like it.
It'd probably be Oculus or like Chrome Dome.
Nah, I like Oculus.
Yeah, it'd be Oculus. Oh, let's think of a serious one. So wait, what's Spencer's name? Motormouth. I think that's already a superhero now that I think about it.
What?
Yeah, I think
I
think there's a superhero named Motormouth. It's like an X-Men. Oh no, it's a live action superhero. No, so you know how there's real life superheroes? Like we actually have superheroes in real life, like vigilantes and shit. There's a guy named Motormouth.
Holy crap! Spencer's a vigilante, and we never knew it.
And he lives in Oakland, California. Yeah, so he would be Motormouth. I'd be Oculus. You'd probably be
gonna be named Brain Fart.
It's gonna be Brain Fart. Wait. What's the word? Oh,
amnesia.
Something lobe, like the frontal lobe. Something lobe.
Frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, and temporal lobe.
Cerebellum. It's just a part of the brain.
Cerebellum?
Yes, or cerebrum. Cerebrum.
All right.
Yeah, let's call you cerebrum.
I'm Sir Cerebrum.
Oh, yeah, that'd be so cool if you had like a Sir in your name.
Sir Cerebrum. I like it.
Sir Cerebrum. Yeah, dude, that's your name, Sir Cerebrum.
Cool.
I like that. That's cool. We got Oculus, Sir Cerebrum, and Motormouth.
All right. Well, on that note, I think that is pretty much the end of the show, unless you have any more thoughts to add.
No, I think this was pretty cool. I got to know you more by your answers to the questions and such. I know
So
that you're a
hopefully
brain
the
fart kind of
audience,
guy.
hopefully the audience didn't get too bored by us being ourselves and getting to understand what that normally looks like. If our audience has any questions or comments or would like to tell us that we're both the idiots that we already know we are, they can reach us at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and email at dimecomicbros@gmail.com. Obviously, that's just the email address. Everything else is dimecomicbrospodcast.
Yes, sir.
We are found on, actually, this has always bugged me about podcasts, is like listing where you can be found. It's like, well, no I found you on one of those services anyway. Why do you have to tell me the other services that you're on? Like, I clearly I'm already listening to you. I don't need to know where to find you.
That's true.
I've already
That's
found
true,
you.
isn't it?
It's so freaking annoying. So I'm
So
going to skip that part.
You can, okay, yeah. You can find us where you're listening to right now, all right? There
Exactly. I also hate being told what to do when I'm watching the YouTube video. And I've argued this with Spencer. It's like, I don't need to know that there's a like and subscribe button. Like, if I like it, I'm going to tell you I like it. And if I really like it, I'm going to subscribe. Like, it's common sense shit. We all know how to use YouTube.
I actually agree with Spencer on this part because, like, it has actually been shown that with other YouTubers that, like, if you just say that for some reason, you just get more likes and stuff.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's
so like
people
with me,
need to be told to like it. It's like piss off.
Yeah. No, dude, I get it. I get it because I forget to like videos or something, and then they say it, I'm like, oh yeah, I did like this video, so then I like it. I don't know. Maybe
whack.
Maybe most people are dumb like me. Maybe most people are just dumb like me.
It's like
maybe you're smart. This is why you're Mr. Cerebrum. This is why you're Sir Cerebrum. Okay.
When I'm sitting on the shower, I go, wow, that was a really good video. I'm gonna like it. Like, I don't need to be told to like it. But anyway, smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Make sure you click the bell so you're
Lick
told.
my ass.
Hey, it might work out for you. You said to do it, so people might do it now.
Tongue punch my fart box if you want more notifications from my ass about this podcast.
Oh, man. I do not know what we are talking about next week, so the audience will be just as surprised as I am when we come back this time next week. There's been 2 or 3 times now, Collin, that you've had like a code word or something to comment with at the end of the episode. So,
oh right, yeah. So
yeah, you've done it a couple of times.
If you guys have listened in this far enough, please code word my ass itches and my finger will smell in the morning.
No, come on, man. I was just gonna say comment with our superhero names.
Oh yeah. So I guess
if you made it this far, please let us know by commenting with our made-up superhero names: Oculus, Sir Cerebrum, and Motormouth.
If you did make it this far, comment your favorite superhero name.
Ooh.
Tell us who do you think is your favorite.
Yeah, tell us what we should have named ourselves.
Yeah, or tell us what we should have named ourselves.
You were making that up on the spot. I like that. So if you made it this far, comment with what you think we should have named ourselves, because I'm sure the audience has a different idea of what we would look like as superheroes. So I want to hear some different ideas, because we made it up on the spot, and I think we came out all right, but I want to hear from the crowd, the audience, the Patreons.
Yeah.
Patreons? Patrons.
You Pattersons. You Pat knockers. You pay me, I speak to you.
Exactly.